Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do in the last video I said that I was gonna show you how I did the hexes to fit the Xmaxx wheels onto my Summit. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one here. These are the Xmaxx 6S tires. Mine, I was probably one of the few people that didn't blow them out before my Xmaxx died on me. I don't have my Xmaxx anymore. I did sell it to my brother, or traded it to my brother in the pieces that it was, with all the bad stuff that had been broken pulled out. So he's basically just going to do a full rebuild on it so he can drive it. I ended up trading it for his Slash 2-wheel drive that I've torn apart so I could build this. I just needed the rear A-arms and the drive shafts because they were MIPs, and then the 17mm hexes. But I needed them so I could build this because it's built on a two-wheel drive chassis, two-wheel drive LCG. Anyways, back to this. So this is my 1/10 Summit that I lengthened the chassis to make a 1/5 scale, roughly, so I could run my hard body Ford F-150, and I can also coincidentally run my Xmaxx body, which I do when I bash it. But I wanted a good tire, a good big tire, because the tires I was running weren't the best, and I was running, they're right here actually. I was running these Proline F11 wheels with axial, what are the BFG crawlers, BF Goodrich, yeah, the crawler TAs. These are from the Yeti XL, but I had to trim the foam down a little bit so they would fit on these wheels nice. I think I trimmed a little bit too much off of one or two of them, but the wheels do fit fairly well, minus my bad glue job. I suck at gluing tires, and I was not super confident in it. Sorry, I'm just wiping the sweat off my face. It's hot in here. But anyways, there we go. That's better. Oh, hi frog. There's a frog down in there. Oh, you just fucked up. Anyways, so Xmaxx tire. It has what are they, like 24mm? They're either 23 or 24. We're gonna grab the calipers here. We're gonna zero it out. 24. Okay. So the Xmaxx 24mm hexes, fairly large hex. You know, 5th scales use 23s and 24s, but Summit obviously uses a 17, and I've not been able to find a good set of 24mm hexes that would fit over the stock Summit axle shaft, or stub axle, whatever you want to call it. So I took the factory Xmaxx hex. This is off the 6S. And I hollowed it out to 17 mils. Now they're not perfect, as you can probably see. Nope. Okay. Anyways, I was trying to see if I could get it to refocus. Nope. Anyways, so they're not perfect. They are pretty messy, but they are the right dimensions. They are 17 mils from there to there, and there to there, and there to there. The depth is exactly what that needed to be. It may be just a hair under or hair over, but it was enough to where it would contact this. So that way when you put it on, and I didn't have to drill out this, because the Xmaxx used the same nut, which this is actually off the Xmaxx. It used the same nut that the Summit, E-Revo, and E-Max use. And so I didn't have to drill out the center, and you can still see the factory splines. And that just, it's hard to do with one hand. Sorry. And it's all the way on. And it's hard to see, but it doesn't stick over, and it's not It doesn't stick over too far, and it doesn't stick out too far. So that allows me to fit my Xmaxx tires. Anyways, the one I did have to cut in here. I had to bore it out. It's hard to see. You can see the depth difference there. I did have to make this area thinner as far as the width of it, because it was too thick and it didn't allow any threads to show through. This is kind of difficult. There we go. And you see there, I got plenty sticking through, and I've still got plenty of material back there too, so it's not like I'm going to rip it right out and the wheel's just going to fall off. At least I hope not. I haven't had a good test with these yet. And I did this a while back. I did share pictures when I first did it. I have to hold the tire because it's open diff right now. There we go. See? And there it is. I got a bad bearing in there. Anyways, yeah. So that's how I fit the Xmaxx tires on the Summit. And as per last video, I got my new shocks. My new shock springs. It might be a little bit stiffer than I wanted. I think I just need to break the springs in, but it comes up like it's supposed to. Whereas if you watch the front, ow, the front comes up more fluidly, whereas this, the springs are just so strong, it just pops up. But whatever, it'll serve its purpose for what I wanted. I will have to tighten them a little bit because I do have a little bit of play there. So we'll see you guys.